Today's game is brought to you in HD by EA Sports and Madden NFL 11. Gus Johnson along with Chris Collinsworth, welcome to the Mall of America Field in Minneapolis, Minnesota. An exhibition contest here between the Chicago Bears and Minnesota Vikings. Chris, what do you think are some of the keys to tonight's interdivision rivalry?
Well, obviously a fun matchup between these two quarterbacks, Brett Favre and Jay Cutler, both of whom were with new teams a season ago. Obviously went a little bit better for Brett Favre than it did for Jay Cutler, but I think Brett Favre in Minnesota has a little more talent around him. Jay Cutler now trying to bounce back after his first season, obviously now with a new offensive coordinator, a new look to this team, and Brett Favre, who knows how long this guy is going to play, but when he gets on the field, as we have all seen, it is usually special.
Well, Chris, it's a great story, and we'll see if it pans out today. He's hit and dropped at the 29-yard line. Forte gets the call. He's brought down at the 32-yard line. Again with the run. Forte runs for a nice gain of 6 yards. Short yardage situation here. They'll need a little less than a yard to convert. Allen gets a sack on the play. So no luck for the offense on that drive as they'll go 3 and out.
The key to playing defense is getting good penetration. If you can make that quarterback move around sometimes, even if you don't get to him like they did on that play, you can still disrupt an offense.
They dropped the runner at the 27. He really didn't have any room to work on that punt return.
Yeah, that certainly wasn't one of his best efforts there. Maybe if he would have gotten a little more help from his blockers, he could have broken one out of there. You know, sometimes it just takes one good block to create a seam to get one up the field.
Opts for a short throw. He's dropped down at the 31.
Only gained about 4 yards on that play, but sometimes as an offense, as long as it's not a negative play, it's a positive play.
And he's hit as he lets go of the ball. Shianko was his intended target. It's 4th down. The Vikings line up to punt. Hester fields it at the 26. He got everything he could, but there really wasn't much room.
Yeah, he really didn't have much of a chance at all to make anything happen there. I mean, I know this guy's a dangerous punt return guy, but you can't do it on your own.
Johnson was there for the stop.
Very risky pass. You never want to try and throw the ball across your body like that. Players in this league will come up with interceptions on that one.
Here's the pass. It is an incomplete pass.
Jay Cutler is not the most accurate passer in the league. He lets balls get away from him sometimes, and occasionally they're fairly easy completions.
It's third down now and just about the length of the football away from the first down marker. And the tackle was made by Griffin. Looked like the containment just broke down on that one, and they end up giving up the first.
Defense is all about gap control. All you have to do is maintain your one gap. If one guy blows it, you can give up a big play like that.
He's going to throw it. Greg Olsen was the intended receiver. He's going to pass. He's wrestled down at the 32-yard line.
Patience for a wide receiver is just so key. He's able to manipulate that defense, set them up one play, come back with the exact same look, and break off of it the next. Beautifully run.
Touchdown, Chicago! The Bears are able to score the game's first points.
That was a great example of what a guy with speed can do for your football team. He hauled it in, and goodbye.
Robbie Gould drills the PAT, and now it's a 7-point game. Chicago is up 7. Time for the drive summary. We'd like to let everyone know that this is brought to you by Verizon. Gould looks ready to kick it away. Johnson is back to receive the kick. Harvin fields it at the 3. He makes it to the 22. The defense played exceptionally well the last time this offense had the ball. He's searching for a receiver. Bernard Berrien was the intended receiver on the play. They line it up at the 22. Looks to throw it. Lance Briggs was there to bring him down.
Just a simple throw and catch for a gain of 6. That's just the kind of passing play this offense is built around.
Daylight. Finally brought down at the 46-yard line.
I just love seeing what Adrian Peterson has become. And in this league, you have to be a complete player to be a star. And he's become an every down back. It's not enough for him to just create big, long runs. He's blocking better. He's running between the tackles better. A legitimate superstar.
Short yardage situation here, 2nd and a yard. On the ground, up the middle.
Yeah, sometimes you just have to admit defeat on a play as a running back and just try and get that thing back to the line of scrimmage.
So it's 3rd down. The offense will need about 4 yards to pick up the first. Passes it short. He's tackled at the 31.
Nice play that time. The defense came with the blitz there. He made a good read, delivered a nice ball in there to the open man.
He's brought down at the 30.
The defense filled up all the gaps. The back was looking for somewhere to run, but by bringing the run blitz, they took away all the holes and stopped them for a minimal gain.
Harvin on the handoff. He's dropped down at the 22. 8-yard gain, and so it will be 3rd down. Third down and just a yard to go. Has a man to his right. Little flip.
Yeah, that's one, if you study this team on tape, you're going to see them go to that in the clutch, and it worked again.
They line up at the 19. He'll get it again. They make the tackle, but not before he gives the Vikings a 1st down and goal. Here they go, 1st and goal, down by a touchdown. Hands it off. Touchdown, Minnesota.
You know, more and more we're seeing halfbacks on the goal line with their ability to make little moves in small spaces, getting the ball and sticking in for the touchdown.
Ryan Longwell ties it up with the point after. Lloyd will send this one deep. Knox is deep, looking to return the kickoff. This will be down to the end zone for a touchback. They'll start this drive at the 20. He lets it go. Into traffic, and it's picked off.
Well, we're going to have to quit using that old cliche about cornerbacks and defensive backs not being able to catch the football. That was some play that time.
They'll work the right side. And that's the end of the first quarter. We've got a tie ball game. Pass is short right side. The stop was made by Charles Tillman. That's a 4-yard pickup through the air. Flips it out short. They call on the field goal unit here. This will be a 34-yarder. And the kick is good. Ryan Longwell nails it, and they'll grab the lead. 3-point game. And here is the drive summary brought to you by Verizon. It's fielded at the 2. He gets to about the 27 and goes down. Dumps it out right. He's tackled at the 32-yard line. Just about 5 yards on that completion.
Hey, no need to force it. He just took what the defense gave him there, found the open man, and picked up a few yards.
On the ground, up the middle.
So many times it's up to that backside blocker to get his guy on the ground, and it sounds ugly, but typically those guys are chopping at their knees and trying to knock them off their feet, so there's some cutback lanes.
Short throw to the right. And he'll lose yardage on the play.
The Vikings were flying to the ball on that series. There's no way they were going to let them get a first down.
Fourth down. The Bears line up to punt. They catch him at the 40.
The Vikings take over up by 3. It's been a good battle so far between these two teams.
Hand off to the right.
You know, one of the dangers of blitzing is that if you can break that first line of the defense, now you just don't have the pursuit in behind it to stop the run.
Gives it left side. He's brought down at the 29-yard line.
The Vikings hit him again with another huge gain on the ground. You know, this is just amazing to watch an offensive line like this taking over.
Now we have a first down and 10 to go. On the ground with the tailback. 4-yard gain. That brings up second down. Inside give.
The Vikings have decided that they're going to come out and run the ball on this defense, and so far there's no sign that they won't succeed.
He gets another carry. Touchdown, Vikings! The Vikings end their 5-play series with the score. Nice-looking 60-yard drop. Extra point is good. Lloyd will send this one deep. He'll take it from the 2. Gets to about the 24 before going down. And he makes it out to about the 27-yard line. Cutler hands it off.
And if you can make a running back hesitate just a little, that time you could see there really was no hole, and the running back was just fishing for a place to go.
They need 8 on third down to move the chains. Dumps it short. He's wrestled down at the 32-yard line.
The Vikings did an excellent job tackling and keeping things in front of them on that series to force the 3 and out.
4th down. The Bears are lining up to punt it away. They drop the runner at the 28-yard line.
The Vikings have been rolling so far, and now they can really start to take control of this one with another touchdown.
He gets tackled and goes down at the 42. Hit as he throws.
They brought the blitz that time, didn't get there, but did throw off the timing of the play to get the incompletion.
Inside handoff.
Well, those defenders get paid too, and every once in a while they win the battle. Clearly that time they were all over this offensive line.
Flips out short. Burying. Fumbles the ball.
You have to protect the ball. It's really just as simple as that. You cannot have turnovers and expect to be successful in a game like this.
The Vikings are lining up to punt this one away. And they down it at the 4.
The offense really needs to get something going on this series. Maybe even just a field goal on the board is enough to get them jump-started.
Five-yard pickup, 2nd down. And now it's time to take a look at this game's top performers, brought to you by Gatorade. Second down and 5 to go. 2 minutes left in the half. Has a man short to his left. We have our first penalty of the game. And I have a feeling this one is coming back. We've got 2nd and 9 yards to go. He gets off the throw.
You bring a little pressure, and it impacts quarterbacks, and we saw it there.
Jared Allen, you can bet, will be coming hard for the quarterback in this situation. Passes it downfield. He's tackled at the 18. Knox with his 4th catch of the game. Looked like someone might have jumped.
Well, no excuse there. The offensive line obviously knows the snap count, but suppose it's easy to lose concentration with one of those big defensive linemen in your face.
You just can't let him get the ball. That reception put him over 100 yards.
And this receiver just looks so confident catching the football. You know, if you really believe in your hands, it gives your eyes a chance to look away and try to make some runs after the catch. This guy knows he's going to make every catch and do it solidly.
That'll make it second down with 10 to go. 1 minute left to play in the first half. Short pass to his left. And he's tackled at the 11.
And when you get a wide receiver with that kind of talent on the outside, he is a threat to take it all the way on any play.
So they'll go from the 11. They hand it off. Chicago takes the timeout. And now they've only got one remaining. So they are now on the 11. Takes a lick as he lets it go.
Yeah, they brought the blitz, and the offensive line just unable to pick it up that time to force the incompletion.
"11 yards out. Gets the pass off. Lito Shepherd with the coverage on the play. This one should be makeable. This will be a 29-yard try. And the kick is good. And with that, the score is the Bears 10, the Vikings 17. Let's take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. Harvin from way back at the 2. He makes it to the 23-yard line. The Vikings will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Between the tackles, he's off.
I just don't know if there are running backs in the game today that have the raw physical skills that Adrian Peterson has. When he gets just a little bit of a crack of a hole, he is through it so fast that people just can't anticipate that kind of speed.
Nearly picked off. He should have had that one. That'll be it for the first half of play. The score is 17-10. Minnesota awaits the kickoff to start the third quarter. He's brought down at the 29-yard line. First down, 10 to go. Ball on the 29-yard line. Harvin gets the ball. He's dropped down at the 37. Runs for about 8 yards, and that'll bring up second down. And 2 yards away here on second down. They go with the toss. Running down the sideline. And they finally get him to the ground at the 12.
They haven't been easy yards to pick up, but in a hard-fought game at the end of the day, especially in the second half, you start seeing running plays working a little bit better than maybe what they did in the first half when that defense was fresh and really flying around out there.
He's wrestled down at the 12. Here's a look at today's red zone numbers made possible by Old Spice Body Wash. Smell like a man, man. Gives it left side.
The Vikings ran the ball very effectively in the first half, and here in the third quarter, they look like they hope to pick up right where they left off.
Looking end zone. The pass is broken up. What a play. And the pass was knocked away at the last minute.
Well, at the end of the game, you go back and you basically say what happened on third down, and you have a pretty good indication of how that game came out. Good play by the defense.
It's up and it's good. Lloyd looks ready to kick it away. He'll down it in the end zone. The Bears will start this drive at the 20-yard line. Cutler with the give. Here's the throw.
Well, you could certainly say a lot of things about the Chicago Bears passing attack last season. It was, at the very least, exciting. Something was going to happen. 27 touchdown passes, but 27 interceptions on the year. And that was really what the Bears just simply could not overcome as a team. You can't turn the football over like that. They gave it a shot with Jay Cutler throwing the ball, 563 attempts. Probably a little more balanced this year as they try to get back to Bears football.
They spot the rock on the 42-yard line. Short throw to the left. And he's tackled at the 32-yard line.
Well, they got away with that one. Really not a very good play throwing back across your body like that, but every once in a while you'll sneak that in.
Here's the give.
Well, Tom, the offensive line just didn't get any push there. They've got to do a better job knocking those guys off the line of scrimmage.
Third down now. They'll need a couple of yards to convert for a first down. They might have mistimed the snap on that. And we'll replay third down.
Tough spot for the quarterback now after that penalty, because now the possibility of seeing that added pressure is really heightened.
Jay Cutler is not really known for his accuracy, but boy, he sure is getting the job done on this series.
Looks for the safe short throw. He's brought down at the 12.
Jay Cutler sure is looking confident throwing the football right now, and that's good to see, because if he struggles, typically it's with his accuracy.
Dumps it out right. He's wrestled down at the 4. Gain of 8 on the pass. Now 3 yards for the score. He lets it go, but pays a price with a monster hit.
And they really forced him to throw that one before he had a chance to read the coverage. You know, typically when they blitz, you end up in one-on-one coverage, but you have to have time to throw the ball.
Passes to the end zone. Devin Hester was his intended target. 4th down. They'll line this up, and it will be about a 21-yarder. The kick is good. Gould is just about ready to kick this one away. Johnson corrals the ball at the 5. Gets to about the 24 before going down. On the ground, up the middle.
The Vikings continue to milk that ground game. Their per-carry average so far in this one is staggering.
They'll need about 3 yards here on 2nd down. Adrian Peterson found some room and was able to pick up the first. And he did get the first down. Now we have a 1st down and 10 to go. Gives it to the back. Hammered in the backfield.
The Vikings are stuffed that time, and that's something we really haven't seen throughout the course of the game. They've really been having their way in the running game.
It's 2nd down and 11 to go. Ball on their 34. Pitch out. Still going. He's dropped down at the 36-yard line. They're looking at 3rd and 9. He throws downfield. He's brought down at the 39-yard line. And that's the end of the 3rd quarter. The score is 20-13. It's a pass. His pass will fall incomplete. Sidney Rice was the intended receiver. Second down and 7 yards to go. They spot it on the 39. Inside handoff. He's wrestled down at the 32-yard line. Racks up 7 tough yards. That brings up 3rd down. Third down, 3 to go. Sweep left. They'll be short.
Yeah, and for a minute it looked like he might slip out of there, but the defense got there. The pursuit was all over it, and they made a nice stop.
Just make plays one at a time.
So, it's 4th down. This one will be from 47 yards. He just misses it. They'll get the ball here at the 37. He fights forward to about the 39. They're looking now at 2nd and 8. Forte takes the give. They need to do a better job of managing the clock here.
Yeah, I guess they're thinking we don't want to completely abandon the running game at this point, but at some point you have to start putting a few points on that scoreboard.
He throws short. He's dropped down at the 46-yard line.
And you know the amazing thing about this guy, we all talk about his arm strength, but did you see how fluid that delivery was? He didn't even look like he was trying to throw it hard.
On the ground left side. Second down and 7 yards to go. Flips it out short to his left. Pushing forward. He gets knocked out of bounds at the 23.
And that's good quarterback play. He recognized the blitz. He understood what was happening with the coverage behind it and found the open man.
Checks down to the short pass. That incompletion will bring up 2nd down. They'll face 2nd down and 10. The pigskin is on the 23-yard line. Just gets it away. Joaquin Iglesias was the intended receiver on the play.
Just missed that time, bringing him down for a sack, but great pressure to force an incompletion.
Passing situation for the offense here on 3rd down and long. Davis was his intended target. So the kicking team is on the field to try for 3 points. This will be a 40-yarder. And the kick is good. So after that kick, the score is now the Bears 16, the Vikings 20. Now it's time to take a look at the drive summary presented by Verizon. It's fielded at the 2. He gets this one to the 26-yard line. They'll go to work at the 26-yard line. The pass is away. He's brought down at the 44-yard line. Here's the halfback. He's tackled at the 49-yard line. They line up at the 49. He's looking over the top. And he's tackled at the 1. Berrien makes his 3rd catch of the game. That'll make it 1st and goal following a big pass. They hand it off.
Adrian Peterson can beat you in so many different ways, and I know he keeps offensive coordinators up at night trying to figure out ways to stop him, but guys, don't bother. I mean, really, what are you going to do? Just try and hold his yardage down. That's your only shot.
Lloyd will kick it deep. He'll down it in the end zone. They'll start at the 20. Looks like someone on the offense tried to get an early start.
You know, it's just 5 yards, but a penalty like that can really throw your offense off rhythm. You definitely have to now change the play call at this point.
And he's gone! Touchdown, Bears! Cutler has made some great throws in this one, finding plenty of holes in the secondary on his way to over 300 yards. And they'll try to tack on 2 points here. Short throw to the right. Picked off in the end zone. Gould gets ready to kick it away. Harvin gets it at the 2. He makes it back to the 25. They'll get the ball here at the 25. Berrien, the ball carrier. He's wrestled down at the 25. Brian Urlacher tracks him down, wraps him up for the tackle. It's number 5 on the day. They'll work the left side. They line up at the 25. The halfback with the carry. And it's a quick 3 and out.
And 3 and outs are embarrassing for an offense. When you go out there and run 3 plays and have to go jogging back to your sideline, those defensive guys, they aren't too happy.
Hey, now let's get after him.
He makes it out to the 43-yard line. The Bears will begin this drive at the 43-yard line. They keep it on the ground with the tailback.
Really impressive play that time by this defensive line. It wasn't just one guy, but every guy up front just dominating their guy at the point of attack.
And now it's time to take a look at this game's top performers, brought to you by Gatorade. Goes through his progression. He picks it off. And they really could have done without that.
Just when you started to think this offense was starting to find themselves, they have a chance here late in the game, you throw an ugly pick, that's a disaster.
They give it off here. So the defense calls a timeout. And that was their first timeout. Second down, 8 yards to go. Ball is on their own 11. They'll keep it on the ground again. Did he get there? We'll have a measurement. And he did get the first down.
Timeout called by the defense.
The give to the tailback.
Well, that's what happens when defensively you get every gap covered. There is simply nowhere to go with the football. No chance for the running back that time.
He found some daylight.
You know you have a pretty special player at the running back position when, despite the fact that they're run blitzing him now, he can still get out of there and still come up with a nice gain.
Adrian Peterson is hoping to get the ball here. These are situations he lives for. It's the tailback. Adrian Peterson picked up the first down, gain of 4 on the play. And this should be a kneel down as they just try to kill the clock. He takes a knee. That's going to do it from the Metrodome. Game stats and highlights are next. Here's today's swagger player of the game, presented by Old Spice deodorant. One player rose above the rest today. Here's the Doritos Crunch Time play of the game.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports and Madden NFL 11.